Hello everyone, this is Pat with Empowering by Design, and this is Angel, Stripey's mom, also lending her cuteness to us today for today's reading. So this is a daily card reading and message for the 7th of July, 2011. So we have 7711. And again, that's numbers that indicate in angel numbers that we're on the right path, and to keep our thoughts positive and focused on our intentions of our heart's desires for ourselves. Yesterday we got the card from the messages from your angels of Caressa, which indicated a kind of a cycle or a period or a chapter in our life coming to an end. And the card also indicated that, sometimes there's a little bit of sadness or emotion around that kind of an ending that's taking place. But sometimes that shift in direction or that transition also brings up a restlessness within us and a determination that things are going to be different. In terms of, maybe we're in a embroiled in a situation, or we've been struggling with situations in our life, and we're just tired of not having enough money, tired of not losing weight or being fit, or tired of not having a lover or a partner in our life, or whatever the case may be. And that oftentimes, that is that change that takes place. When one thing comes to an end and a new beginning starts, we get that determined desire for things to be different. And that is the ideal time, I often find, to call in the real power, Archangel Michael. Angels come in, I find, the most swiftly to help us make changes when we get that determination, that resolve, that hit rock bottom, darn it, we put our foot down and decide that things are going to be different. Angels, I find, respond most swiftly to that kind of clarity and determination. So we don't always have to know how it's going to come about, or we may not even know what the next step is, but that's what they're here to help us with. So for that reason today, I really felt compelled to call in Archangel Michael, because he's so powerful and he's so good at helping us with making life changes, especially when we are determined and resolved to see that outcome. So let's see what Michael's advice is for us today. An angel is washing herself. It's like Archangel Michael clearing us away. And one of Michael's messages for us is self-respect. And the prayer on the card says, "Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see myself as you see me, through the eyes of love. Thank you for honoring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same for myself and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all of my relationships so that I am surrounded by loving and kind people." Okay, and this has to do also with, I know there was a self-worth card that came up from the mermaids not too long ago. For things to change in your life, you need to decide that your needs, your desires, your hopes and dreams for yourself are important, and you need to make them a priority. And that's part of respecting your own needs and desires. It's part of having that sense of self-respect. Okay? If you respect yourself, you often put up better boundaries on your time and your energy. A lot of us out there are very truly compassionate, empathic, and caring about other people, and that is really a very true and noble virtue to have. But we also often sometimes go overboard with that, with our empathy and compassion for people. And what I mean by that is we allow people to take up too much of our time and our energy, and we feel like we always need to be giving, and that's very noble to do that, to always be giving. It's kind of something that gets confused with being of service. We feel like being of service is always giving out our time and energy, and that's not necessarily the case. There is an important difference, and it is important to respect yourself enough, to respect your own time and energy enough to set up boundaries, and so that you have time for your own self-nurturing, so that you have time for the things that give you joy and happiness, because ultimately that allows you to help other people. In fact, the more you respect your time and energy, and follow along your true desires, your true heart's desires, that does allow you actually sometimes to help greater numbers of people. So self-respect is part of his message today. And I'm just going to look in to see what Doreen said about it, to see if there's any other additional messages that go along with it. You know, some suggestions that she has are to get counseling to build your self-esteem, maybe to leave an unhealthy situation or relationship, and, you know, to let go of behaviors, self-defeating or self-depreciating behaviors. Things, you know, that we maybe self-talk that is degrading to ourselves, and insist that other people treat us with respect. All right, I'm going to pull one more card to see if there's any other additional message that Michael has for us with this. Angel's behaving very nicely today. She's not getting right in front of the camera like Stripey does. She's just lending us her cuteness today. Oh, okay. And a confirmation of what today's angel numbers tell us. You're on the right path. And in this picture, Michael's holding the hand of this little boy. And with this card, he's reassuring you that he's right there for you, holding your hand too. If you have trouble speaking up for yourself so that people respect you, he'll hold your hand to do it. And angels will even give you the words to use. They'll help you to stay grounded, assertive, so that you can maybe reflect instead of react. Sometimes when we need to speak up for our own self-respect, it's important to remember not to react, but just to simply reflect. Reflecting is just summarizing what someone's saying to you. If they have a barrage of, you know, negativity or something that they're spewing at you in an argument, that you can simply say, okay, so I see that you're this, or I see that you're angry because of that. Instead of reacting, reflect. So he's there. Archangel Michael is here walking us along that path today. And as I said, he'll give you the words that you need for whatever it is that you need to speak up for. And he'll walk you through any kind of fear. If it feels, as we got the cards the other day, move forward fearlessly. If you feel afraid taking those steps forward, Michael will be there to help give you the courage to do it. So that's our reading for today, everybody. I hope you have a lovely Thursday, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. And thanks so much for being with me today and for all of your lovely comments. Take care.